Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Thanks for joining the live chat session. I am a little late today, around 50 minutes late. Why? Because internet speed is very slow these days. When there are such big holidays like Eid, generally internet slows down. And when internet speed is slow, you cannot conduct live chats. Live chats start buffering. Rate has been the worst speed the last 3 days. Hopefully, things will improve tomorrow because Eid is celebrated for 3 days. It started on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Things will improve, I think. So that's why I am late. I was waiting for the speed to pick up. And now, when the speed is better, I am here with you. Dark Star says, "Hello, Sajid. Could you recommend a source for an unbiased analysis of the start of war? Also, have you covered this topic in your video series on Tigray war?" I did not make any specific video about the origin of this war. I was planning to do it, but I could not. I don't know about other sources. Sources have been very heavily biased, by the way. There are lots of sources, but it will be difficult to find a neutral source. But I use one phrase to describe the start of war. I say it takes two to tango. I use this sentence in so many of my videos about Tigray war. It takes two to tango. Uh, Maybe in future, if I have some time, I'll make videos on that. Dark Star. Another question says, do you think Somalia's aggressive rhetoric indicates weakness? Eric did not react this way. Well, I wouldn't say weakness, but they are just flexing muscle. They are sending a strong message to Ethiopia. Don't take us lightly. Don't think we are weak. We will respond. We will hit back. Don't take us for granted. Nahom Architect says good evening. Michael says good afternoon. The Fox says hi. Muhammad Omar says assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Wa alaikum assalam, Muhammad Omar. Ustaz Habib says assalamu alaikum. Sajid, good day. How are you, Ustaz Habib? Chief of Hamasyan joined too. Yes, I explained, Chief of Hamasyan, the delays because of slow internet speed. Ange Som Photo. Hi, Sajid. I hope everything is well with you. Yeah, thank you for asking, Ange Som Photo. I hope you're doing fine too. Yeah, we have good internet speed, 4G here, but on holidays, speed slows down. Peace for you says, hi, you know a lot about Ethiopia, but you've never been here. So sad. We hope one day we drink coffee together in Addis Ababa. I would love that. Brian Ibsa join says hi. Abdi Hassan says, Assalamu alaikum, welcome live. Eid Mubarak, brother. Eid Mubarak to you too, Abdi Hassan. Samuel Asifa says, hey. Gilana Ajima says, welcome Sajid, but you look down on Ola. No, please don't say that. I don't look down on anyone. But problem is that those who are Ola supporters, they would like only Ola's good points to be covered on my views and news. Those who are Fano supporters, they never admit Fano is involved in human rights abuses. I cover both sides of the story. That is why people sometimes accuse me of being pro Fano. Next day they say you're anti Fano. Some say you're pro Ola. Next day I become anti Ola. Uh, we need to be neutral when we analyze these armed groups. Two news stories were just a short live chat. Firstly, Jal Marroo, his real name is Kumsa Dereba. Kumsa Dereba held a virtual meeting. Darni joined to welcome Darni. Kinadit here too. He always called me Indian, Kinadit. He held a virtual meeting. How much money was raised by Jal Marroo in just 1 hour? He spoke on two main topics in his this virtual meeting. What did he say? Mesfin K joined. Welcome, Mesfin. Secondly, Eritreans in Sweden. Is there going to be a face-off in coming weeks? What is happening? The protest on Tuesday was a big protest. Around 1,000 people were there in Sweden, in front of Swedish government building, in front of Swedish parliament. They protested. Why are they putting up such large crowds in these protests? What is going to happen? They met with the government officials too. They submitted a resolution, an application. We have details for you. Salahuddin Muhammad joined. Dinaul says, hi, Sajid, how are you, Dinaul? Well, I think Dinaul is a very familiar name for me. I have been seeing him in comment section. I saw him in comment section in the past, but not recently. I think Dinaul has been a long time viewer of the channel. Am I right, Dinaul? Alex T here too. Thank you, Dinaul, for appreciating my work. Mulugata Shifrao, I really enjoy your news. Sajid, thanks for your update. Thank you, Mulugata. Let's start, viewers. Thank you, Ustaz Habib, for buying this super chat sticker. It means a lot to me. Your participation in live chat matters a lot. When you buy membership or when you buy super chat stickers, obviously, it's it means a lot for me. It means that you recognize my work. My work has some value, it seems. So it makes me feel good. It keeps me going. Birhano Eregavi says, hello, Mr. Sajid. I am enjoying to watch your show. Thank you, Birhano. Tisfatola, if you are neutral as you claim it, why don't you present OLF statements on Oromo civilian killings during the wedding ceremony? Well, I covered that wedding news, by the way. Didn't I make a video on that? What OLF said, I think I reported it first. So whether we report OLF statement or not, it doesn't matter because I covered the incident. I told you, victims are Oromo people. And according to the mayor of the town, the attackers were Amharas, Amhara ethnic group. So there was no need for the statement from Ola to be covered, I think. Darni says, by the Mr. Sajid, the Fanos are saying now that Fano leaders send their family to Addis Ababa. Why? General Truth here. Adenio says, hello Sajid, is there any world leader who loves the camera as Abiy? Well, Chestnut Spark says, hi Sajid, surely Somalia stands no chance in implementation of MOU. Your take. Don't underestimate. don't underestimate Somali. I would say that. Yes, there is no comparison militarily between Ethiopia and Somalia, but don't underestimate. One quick response, then we'll start the live chat main topics. Question about are we loving camera? Leaders love cameras, but at least when they are doing charity work, they should not be fond of propagating their work. I mean, charity should be done ensuring that people's recipients' feelings are not hurt. Yes, it should be publicized too, so that people learn, people get motivation. But general rule, I would say, should be that charity should be done silently, so that people's self-respect is not hurt. So I don't like when anyone publicizes charity work, whether leaders or others. If you are serving meals to homeless people, you don't need to just be captured on camera and publicize your videos and pictures. Let's start with yours. Jal Marroo, Komsa Dereba held a virtual meeting this week. I got information 2 days ago. I could not cover that. Komsa Dereba talked to Ethiopian diaspora, mainly Oromo diaspora community. How much money was raised? But before that, why did he hold this virtual meeting? He explained the reason behind the start of new military operation by the Oromo Liberation Army. Around 2 weeks ago, OLA announced the launch of a new military operation. OLA said the operation was directed at uh, uh, introduction of change, introduction of democracy, protection of people's rights, etc. We could not confirm, by the way, any major gains by the Roma Liberation Army in this operation. So, or what was the real target? Assassinations or territorial control? Though fighting is ongoing, it has been reported. I had a video about fighting on Oromia, Kenya border, Ethiopia, Kenya border. 2 days ago, I told you about fighting there. So Guji, RC, Burana, Wailega, Shoa, yes, in these zones, fighting is being reported. But I'm not clear about the objectives of this operation. Some say Ola wants to regain lost territories. Jal Marroo justified this new operation. He said that government is spreading false propaganda that Ola has lost territories. Ola has been weakened. Ola's capabilities have been degraded. So we want to show the real picture to the people of Ethiopia, people of Oromia, that we are here. We're in charge here. We can conduct operations. We can make lives of government people difficult. That is why we launched this operation, to tell our support base that we are here. Secondly, second thing is very important, which he said. He said that this operation has been launched. Just one comment, let me read. Oram teacher says, Sajid, I watched Sarah and her sister. The youngest one was saying something in Japanese language. We know she's paid by Japanese emperor who wants to invade Ethiopia and annex it. Uh, she just copied me. You're amazing. She just copies my accent, copies my word. She cannot speak English properly. She just speaks words, not sentences. Just copies the introduction which I gave at the start of videos. Uh, First point which Komsa Dereba raised was that Ola wants to prove to its support base that Ola is here and government's claims are false. Second point is very interesting, which For me, it's a little surprising, hard to believe to some extent. OLA says that this operation has been launched to move from countryside towards urban areas, from villages to urban areas. And that if government says that OLA has been cleared, that Welaga has been cleared, Shoa has been cleared, it's because OLA members have managed to reach close to Addis Ababa, Finfani they call it. It's a little difficult for me to believe, are OLA members really close to Addis Ababa? Have they managed to gain a foothold close to Addis Ababa? We don't know, because they have not carried out any major operations, lots of operations close to Addis Ababa in the last few days or weeks. Let's see, operation still ongoing. But that's what Kamsa said, that OLA wants to move from villages to urban areas, means towards town, cities, towards Finfine. That is why this operation has been launched. Thirdly, very importantly, more than $150,000 were raised in just 1 hour. Komsa Dereba was there for around an hour. In just 1 hour and a few minutes, he raised around $150,000. You see how strong these Ethiopian armed groups are. Not just OLA, I'm talking about all the groups. They receive huge financial support from abroad. In an hour, they can raise $150,000. This is just one source of earning. Financial support from diaspora for OLA, Fano, Tigray is just one source of earning. There are other sources of earning too. These armed groups collect taxes, road taxes. In some cases, yeah, I was late actually. They collect road taxes to toll taxes. They collect taxes from wealthy businessmen too. Some groups are involved in kidnapping for ransom, involved in attacks on banks. OLA accused of robbing banks. It happened in Gambela. Fano fighters stormed a bank in North Shore a few days ago. More than 2 million, I think, were robbed. And then they're in control of some areas where mining is ongoing, extraction of minerals is ongoing. In some cases, they extract minerals and export. In Oromia, reportedly, OLA is in control of some places where gold mines are based. So don't just underestimate these armed groups as if they are just private militias of a few hundred, few thousand people with no real source of earning, no real organization. No. That's why I say that these armed groups are players, parties in Ethiopia. You cannot ignore them. You cannot hope for lasting peace without involvement of these armed groups. And it's an uphill task to convince these armed groups to come to the table. Why? Because they are sort of state within state. Komsa Dereba, you see how powerful he is. At his call, anything can happen. Leading hundreds, tens of thousands of fighters. You will have to give him his due place. Fano as well. You will have to give Fano the due place. Only then talks can be held and results can be achieved. Otherwise, you'll just keep on killing them. They'll keep on killing you. No peace. No lasting peace will come. And these Fano commanders, OLA commander, they are beneficiaries of these conflicts too, because as I said, they are leading states within states. They have huge logistical, financial, diplomatic support from community. Ibsa Lumi says Turkish hand in East Africa disturbing the whole region. Well, some would say Americans are disrupting the peace. Others would say UAE is the main spoilers. So I think people should learn how to solve their issues on their own without involvement of outsiders. If Turkey is here, it's because Ethiopia bought Turkish drones to crush Tigray fighters. If UAE is here, Ethiopia bought UAE drones and weapons to use against its own people. That is how Ethiopia weakened TDF. TDF was forced to make compromises. If Turkey is here, because Somalia has signed a defense pact with Turkey, Somalia, Ethiopia cannot reach some settlement, so Turkey invited. People, countries should learn how to solve their problems internally. They involve external players, then they complain about foreign intervention. What about Americans? I mean, without Americans, Pretoria was not possible. Americans took TPLF leaders to Tanzania, to not Tanzania, to Pretoria. Uh, so how can you just say America has no influence in Ethiopia? They're the ones who mediate between OLA and government. Why? Because government and these armed groups don't trust each other. There is serious trust deficit. If Pretoria is holding, because there are international guarantors. These all the, I'm not saying just government groups, parties, all will have to learn to solve the conflicts without involvement of external powers. Yeah, Nahum architects. The devil won't enter a house unless invited. Alim joined too. Alim is a member too. Special welcome, Alim. Alim says, Fano commanders and supporters don't take Ola seriously. They make fun of them for 50 years of struggle. Big mistake. Yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you that it would be a mistake to dismiss Ola as if it's a group which achieved nothing in the last 50 years. I told you what they are in control of, how strong they are, how strong the group is, how organized the group is. Ola is more organized than Fano. Ola has managed to survive despite so many operations, military operations. Fano will be tested. Can Fano survive in coming months, years? Ola has been tested. They have proven their ability to survive. Our second news story, then we'll end the live chat. 23 minutes have passed already. Eritreans in Sweden, it seems that both are resorting to diplomatic pressure, street protest pressure on the Swedish government about an upcoming festival in Sweden. Last year in August, you saw that an Eritrean festival in Sweden was disrupted when Brigade Hamida members attacked the venue. This festival is being organized in Sweden for years. For the last, I think, 3 decades, the festival is being organized. So, and it's one of the biggest festivals in Europe. Brigade Hamida people last year managed to disrupt the festival. This year, they tried to stop the holding of the festival. They launched a campaign. They urged authorities they should not issue permission for this festival. But reportedly, authorities have given permission for the holding of this festival. That is why the opposition Brigade Hamid group is protesting. They gathered in Stockholm on Tuesday. I showed you a clip yesterday, and they held a large rally there. Around 1,000 Eritreans participated in Tuesday's rally in Stockholm, Sweden. The Brigade Hamado people, Eritrean opposition group leaders, they met with local authorities. They submitted a request, a letter to the authorities asking the authorities to reconsider the decision of permitting pro-Eritrean government community to organize a festival in Sweden. I think it will be held in August, if I'm not wrong. So let's see. Hamado trying to stop the upcoming Eritrean festival in Sweden, but the government seems to be giving the green light to pro-Eritrean government community to organize the festival. RPG says, where were they tested? You are joking, friend. He's talking about OLA. Well, they have been tested. Come on. I think immediately after the Tigray war ended, we saw a major operation against OLA. I'm talking about just a recent test when new command posts were established in Oromia, and Oromia Kenya border was sealed, Oromia Sudan border was sealed as well. That was the most significant operation against OLA in the last 2 to 3 years. But OLA fighters managed to survive, their leadership managed to survive, and they have been tested time and again. TPLF led EPRDF tried to crush OLA, definitely. OLF, OLA, but they have immense experience now, experience of fighting a guerrilla war. They have strong connections, so they know how to survive. But of the Ethiopian civil war or civil wars in other parts of the Horn of Africa are very complicated issues to report about, because religious, political, security issues are interlinked. Everything is intermingled, I would say. So it takes time to understand and then form an opinion, which sometimes does not sit well with some viewers. As says, Ethiopian military base in Somaliland will be huge. Is it news or just your speculation? The cool kid says, we support one Somalia. Michael Kidane says, hi, Sajid. Well, I have a question, cool kid. If Somaliland does not want to sit with Somalia's leaders, if it does not want to be part of Somalia, what is the solution? There should be a solution. The when it comes to recognition, believe me, all Somaliland parties are on one page, whether opposition or government. They want recognition. So if Somalia cannot convince Somaliland to come under Mogadishu control, then what is the solution? Kira joined too. Welcome, Kira. Kira, are you from Tigray? Warse here too. No update on Western Tigray, Gilana. I'll update you if I have any important information. I mentioned Tigray because Mahlat Teklai, the girl who went missing in Tigray 3 months ago, has been found dead, murdered, obviously. Kira maybe knows what is happening in Tigray. That is why I mentioned. I did a video about Mahlat Teklai today. It was heartbreaking to see uh, the plight of women in Tigray. When I talk about the plight of women in Tigray, people start accusing. Sajid, you're anti-Tigray. You're always here to criticize Tigray. I mean, it's not criticism. It's a failure of the government. It's a failure of the society as a whole that it's not able to protect girls, school-going girls. She was kidnapped, murdered. Now, uh, medical examination, I think, has been conducted. Was she raped? I don't know. But several viewers sent me mail today. They said, Sajid, please study the prevalence of rape in Tigray. Before war, two women protested there. I don't know about prevalence of rape or not, but I did a video about Zaidu Haftu more than a year ago. How was she killed? No one knows. Her friend was imprisoned. For 8 months, Sam Hill remained in prison. Sam Hill was accompanying Zaidu Haftu when Zaidu Haftu was murdered, was killed in Makale in broad daylight. People accused some security officials that they were responsible. Nothing, no one was held accountable. So, whenever women are mistreated, girls are abducted, I think we should speak. Everyone should speak. Whether you are pro TPLF, anti TPLF, pro Ethiopia, anti Ethiopia, these women are the bravest women in the world because I saw their courage during a 2 year long war. They fought alongside their men, they did not withdraw. Now, when it's the time that society should acknowledge their services, this is how society is treating them. LXT is important comment. Let me read. Can Ethiopia take a two-step process on the MOU, recognize as a country first and wait a bit on the port deal? Well, I would say that Ethiopia might have to go for the first point later. If Somaliland agrees, ideally Ethiopia would like to gain access to sea first, establish a naval base in Somaliland. Recognition is the main problem for Somalia. If Somaliland gets recognition from Ethiopia, other countries would follow too. That would be a big, big development. But Somaliland said the day Ethiopia signs final agreement, it will recognize Somalia as a country. So let's see. Kira says, my mom was born in Axom and my dad is originally from Gondar, small town in Emma, Georgia. That is what Ethiopia is, by the way. People from Amhara, Tigray mixing up, marrying to. That is how every country should be. But sometimes the conflicts and the conflict promoters make people so entrenched in their loyalty towards their ethnic group, that the ethnic harmony is disrupted. Ye Forte says, Sajid, how many girls have been killed in Tigray for you to make such grand claims, a population of millions? My question to you is, Ye Forte, how many cases are going uncovered? We are hearing only those cases which are happening in main town cities, which are being highlighted. We don't know what is happening in rural areas, in countryside areas. And if a few girls have been kidnapped, raped, and tortured, shouldn't it be an eye opener that if action is not taken, it could expand? Should we stay silent just because only 3 or 4 girls have been raped in Tigray in the last few, raped or killed in Tigray in the last few months? Raidan says, Sajid, where does Eritrea get the money to organize all these festivals all throughout the year and all throughout many Western countries? Well, the participants pay. These festivals are uh, the occasions when Eritrean government makes money, funds are raised. Money is no problem for organizing such festivals. Eritrean diaspora funds Eritrean government, Eritrean festivals. Raidan says, Sajid, isn't Pakistan similar to Ethiopia? I mean, the way Imran Khan is being treated. I never defend what is happening in Pakistan. I never defend. I am not a blind patriot. University Abriha joined when we are about to close the live chat. Thank you, Kira. 38 minutes have passed. I think we should end the live chat session. It was good to be with you. I was a little late today. It was mainly due to internet speed. I was waiting for it to improve. That's why I got late. Thank you for waiting for me. Thank you for becoming part of this live chat session. Be back tomorrow. Stay blessed. Bye bye.